I think I am as happy as I have ever been in my life. Such a beautiful feeling. Just sailing, just moving across the ocean, the world, with no other input than the wind. It's just the sound of the water gurgling out the back, the swishing on the front. These bananas I got given just gently swinging here, ripening up for me to eat the next couple of days. Life's amazing, life's so good. Can't believe there'll be so many people around the world feeling bad and having a hard time and all that, and it makes me feel a little bit, I don't know, it's a little bit unfair that I get to feel this way maybe, but wow, I'm feeling really good right now. I hope you all are too. Life's too good to be feeling miserable if you can help it in any way. Good morning. Happy, joy. First proper sail since I've been back. Well, it's only been 4 days, so yeah, awesome. I went over to Waisai last night, anchored out there, and went and bought some fresh fruit and veg and stuff. So I still haven't got any gas. I can't cook anything, so I'm relying on some just eating fresh fruit basically, and some. I have a little electric kettle that I can run off the solar, and so I made some noodles and coffee and tea and things like that. But eating pretty simply. But that's pretty good after eating a lot of schnitzel and cordon bleu and stuff all winter. Put on a few extra kilos, eh? But anyway, we got about, I haven't climbed the mast yet to put my wind instrument back on, but I'm guessing we've got about maybe 10 knots. And pretty much hard on the nose, but it's nice. I got all the full sails up. You have a look. Fully pulled in, and but yeah, we're doing about 6 knots. Just cruising along. It's like pretty nice, but just real cool not using the engine, and just feels good. Just getting the motion back of the boat and feeling the waves and everything like that. Wind in my hair. Oh yeah, it's just coming back alive. I'm feeling good again. I mean, I was feeling good the last few days being back on the boat and getting the rhythm, but sailing is what it is. Going somewhere without any noise and just feeling the rhythm of the world, the ocean, the wind and the waves, and oh, it's amazing. Just like, whoa, it's got me going straight away. And the wind it was all night, it was no wind and just stinking hard, and I kept waking up. I felt like I was getting bitten by mosquitoes, but I think I was just dreaming. And then just when I was thinking about leaving, the wind picked up, and I'm like, whew, pulled up the sail, pulled up the anchor, and just sailed straight out of the harbour at like 6 knots through all the boats, boom. Amazing. You notice I got a bit of a tourist approach to keeping from my tender. I couldn't be buggered pulling it, because like towing it behind, because it just makes an extra noise that I don't like. I like hearing the boat slicing through the waves and the gurgle of the wake out the back, and when you're pulling the dinghy it just makes that extra splash. I don't like the sound of it, and I was just a bit lazy to pull the engine and everything off it and stow it how I normally would, because I'm only going, well, I'm going 20 miles, but it's not very far. And I saw the wind was coming from this direction, so I pulled the dinghy up on this side, and it sits there real good. This is how I keep it at night so no one steals it. But it sits there real nicely, and I sort of figure, well, it's like having 2 extra crew members sitting on the rail to balance me out. So I'm just using it as a tactical advantage at the moment, but not really, I'm just lazy. Anyway, my mission today is go to Batanta. My main mission in the next couple of days is to go to Sorong, the big city. My brother Jerry and his wife Cindy are arriving from Brisbane, Australia. They're coming to join me for 10 days. So I'm going over there to pick them up and also to fill up my gas canisters. Bit of a mission because they're Australian canisters and you can't fill them here, but I found a guy who can help me. So yeah, so I'm going to Batanta, which is about, it's not exactly towards Sorong, but it's sort of on the way. And I've heard there's a real nice waterfall there, up a river, so I'm going to go there for a day or two. Try and find this waterfall, because it's not on any maps or anything. Well, the maps don't have anything on them. But so I'll go and find that. I've got a couple of ideas where it is, and I sort of looked on Google Maps a little bit. And go and try and find that, and then head to Sorong probably tomorrow or the next day, depending on how nice the waterfall is, or if I find it. So anyway, yeah, hopefully this wind holds. It'll only take me at this speed 3 hours to get over there. Motoring slowly now into this bay where there should be a winding river and a waterfall at the end of it. Normally I go on the fact that the water's so clear here that the satellite pictures are really accurate because they can see down to about 25 meters. When the color changes, you can see, you know, where the depths are. So in here it sort of just says deep the whole way in, but it could be that because of the river there's muddy water flowing out and it's just not, you know, the satellite images don't pick stuff up. But I'm just going real slow. I'm only doing 3 knots, just idling up. The tide's coming in, so if I would, you know, get stuck anywhere, it's still going to rise another 40 centimeters or something, and I would get lifted off. So it's taking it very easy, and hopefully I'll find a place to anchor up around here. It's still 35 meters, so it's a bit deep to anchor here, but I'll go a bit further up, and then we'll see. It should have to go in the dinghy up this river, and it should be a waterfall somewhere. I hope I'm in the right spot, that's all. I've just gone off the fact that it's the only river I could find on this whole island, so it's sort of got to be a waterfall on it. Let's see. It's beautiful here, and the birds are crazy. You can just hear just like pterodactyls probably. That's probably what they are, cruising around up in there. It looks like that sort of place, Jurassic Park. Yeah, I've worked my way up the river a little bit. It's 13.7, it's slowly creeping up now. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. There's enough room to anchor around here. There's no one here, obviously. There's no houses for miles. It's 13.0 now. It gets a bit narrow up there, so I might just anchor here, I think, and then just keep going with the dinghy. Yeah, 12.7, so it's angling up now. We're going through the anchor down. So because we're drifting up with the current, basically just let the chain out, and the anchor will hit the bottom, and we'll slowly drift back, and it'll just pull the chain slowly along the bottom, and it'll just dig the anchor in as it goes. I normally, if there's current or wind when I'm anchoring, I don't even bother backing up on the anchor. Let out enough chain, just let it slowly dig in. I'll let out about double the depth, wait for a while for it to settle, then let out another 10 meters, wait for a while for it to settle, and then let out another 10 meters. Normally 4 to 1, and if it's going to be windy, I'll let out 5 or 6 to 1. So 4 meters of chain to 1 meter of depth, basically. So if it's 10 meters deep, it'll be 40 meters of chain. I have the chain marked every 10 meters with some zip ties. Well, it's starting to rain. I've got to go and close the windows quickly. Now we'll go and get the chain, get the rest of the chain out. Now we're in 8 meters of water now, so we've drifted. It must shelve up quite quick, but 8 meters is fine. I only need 2. We'll let it settle for a while. Oh, it's starting to rain. You can just hear it in the forest, just pouring down. All right, let's turn this engine off and let everything settle down. So I never just basically anchor, get in the dinghy and go somewhere. I always wait at least half an hour just to let things settle. Make sure the anchor's digging in. Watch some points on the land to make sure I'm not drifting. Worst thing would be just to go off in the dinghy and come back and the boat's gone. So yeah, when I'm by myself, it's a pretty big part of the thing is just get somewhere, anchor, take some time to have some lunch, you know, get camera ready, whatever, read a book, just anything, but just normally let it settle for quite a while. So now it's stabilized. I've come back a little bit because the chain would have dragged me. I'm on 12 meters now. It's pretty perfect. Whew, so soaked in this rain, I'm going to have a little bit of a wash, I think. I've been sweating for the last 3 days now, and the rain just cools everything down for however long it lasts, and then instantly it's hot again. We're off up the river, go and look for this waterfall. We're going a lot further than I thought. On the maps you can't see all this part. We might have passed it already. I actually saw a little walkway off to the side. I got a feeling the waterfall was back there actually. This looks more like where we want to go. This looks like a walkway. I've followed along this track now for a couple of minutes, thinking I'm on the right way, but I don't know if I am. I'm in a massive banana plantation. So this might be a gardening area, to be honest. I don't know if this is the way to the waterfall at all, but I'll follow it on, have a look. Huge banana trees, look at these. This one up here, that's pawpaw. And yeah, these are all bananas. Look, there's some bananas. There. So when they cut the old banana tree down after it's had its fruit, it just grows new shoots. So here's another big bunch of bananas. So I'm walking along this sketchy ass bridge back to the boat. That wasn't the waterfalls. That was obviously the local gardens. So really I've got no idea where the waterfall is now. But check out this homemade, hand-built canoe here. Look at the workmanship on it. That's all just hand-hacked with an adze. You have to have pretty good balance to row this thing. It's pretty narrow. So I've been up 3 rivers now. This is the 3rd one. There's a little jetty here. I've tied my boat up. There was a little bit of polystyrene tied in a tree. That's why I saw this one. But I don't think this is the waterfall either. I think this is just more gardens. But I'm going to go for a look anyway. But it's getting towards the end of the day now. I'm not even sure I'm going to find this bloody waterfall today. Maybe I'm completely in the wrong bay altogether. It's possible. I've been known to do things like this. Yeah, I can see banana trees up there. It's just another garden. Oh well, maybe I'll find someone to ask anyway. Let's see. Hello.
Hello. Datang di sini tuh.
Yeah.
Datang lagi di sini.
No, I don't know. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Hola. There's a little kid called Dolphin. Hey Dolphin. Hey, you. He took me to his family, but no one there spoke English. Fair enough, I'm in their country, but I wish I spoke their language because they all really seemed interested to know what the hell I was doing up their little river, but I don't speak hardly any of their language, so they told me basically I'm in the wrong place and it's in the next bay over, so I don't know, I'm gonna go look there, I guess. It sucks though. I would love to talk to these people, these kids and that look so stoked. They probably never see anyone. They live up this tiny little river in a garden.
Gini.
Dolphin. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye bye. So I'm anchored up in this beautiful spot still. I could move, but I don't know really another good spot close by. And this is a very beautiful place. The birds are just fantastic around here. No one around really. A couple of boats have gone by. I guess they're all families that actually live in the woods here, up these little rivers in the mangroves. And they've got gardens and stuff up in there, so I guess they take their boats to market every morning with bananas and pawpaw and all that sort of stuff that they grow. They whiz by, 2 have gone by so far and they've been very happy and waving, and I got a couple of good drone shots actually following them. I think the father of the family might have been a bit scared, probably had never seen a drone. He sped up the boat straight away and tried to get away from me, but I kept up with him for a second, but I left him go after that. He probably thought, what is this evil machine coming to plague us? But yeah, so, but anyway, bit disappointed. Didn't find the waterfall, but you know, that's cool. I'll find that another day. I'm more disappointed in the fact that I just can't speak their language, and they're such friendly, nice people, but you just stand there looking at each other. You know, I've got the translator on my phone so I can ask them their names, and well, I know those words now, but yeah, you can't just talk to them. I'd like to ask them, you know, if they live there all the time and have them show me around their plantation and how they live out here. And the kids, you know, the kids were just stoked to see me because they don't obviously get a lot of visitors, especially not crazy aliens like me with my cameras and all sorts of hats and sunglasses and things that they never have or use or need, I guess. But anyway, it's pretty funny, but just disappointed. But that it just sort of gives me more motivation to try and learn this language. Just had a great sail across the bay, about 5 hours. Just arriving in Sorong now. And you can just hear outside John's place, the guy I met last year when I was here. It's a nice little anchorage. Yeah, sailed right into the bay, super nice. Get a little bit of wind. It's been cruising along at 7 knots and beautiful. Okay, I better get my sails down now before I get too close. So I'm taking the taxi ferry now from Dom Island over to Sorong to fill up my gas bottles. These taxi ferries are pretty cool. There's quite a lot of people on Dom, about 2,000 people, and most of them work in Sorong, so there's a lot of people going backwards and forwards. And these little longboats with outboard engines on them cost 50 cents per person each way, so it's pretty cheap. And they don't really go on a fixed time schedule, it's just when they fill. So you sort of wait there, and you might wait 5 minutes, you might wait 20 minutes, you might wait half an hour in the middle part of the day when there's no one really going. And then if you want to take a whole one to yourself, it's $3. So it's, you know, if you're in a hurry, you just grab one. It's not that bad. And that only takes about 5 minutes or 6-7 minutes to get over there, and then you're on the mainland, and you grab a BMO, one of these little yellow cabs, and get round where you need to go. They take you sort of on a vague route. You tell them where you go, and then they pick up people along the way. There's also no schedule and no set stopping points. So what we're doing here is filling up my gas bottles, which have an Australian thread, and we're filling them up out of Indonesian bottles. So this bottle hanging from the top is just, we're basically going to gravity feed it down into my bottle. It's the only way to fill my bottles. The other option would be for me to change over my system on the boat and make an adapter and use these Indonesian bottles. And then after I've filled my gas bottles, I'm meeting up with a friend, and she's going to show me the pagoda up on the hill here. Never been to a pagoda, so pretty stoked about that. How is this for an end of a day? Beautiful sunset that way, full moon up this way. Look at this. What a classic. I'm still at Doom Island. I'll go for a walk around there tomorrow, show you what's up. I got my gas bottles filled today, as you see. Pretty good day all round, but the ending, look at this. So this is Doom Island. I've just walked a circuit around it. Very, very hot. Shit. As soon as you get away from the coast at all, it just doubles in temperature again. Oh, so steamy. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little island. A lot of shit, a lot of rubbish and stuff flying around, but you can't get away from that here. But a lot of friendly kids, everyone yelling out, "Hey, mister," and pretty cool.
Hi, mister.
Hello, hello. Hello. Speaking English.
Yes.
Look, what's your name?
My name is from the Mambrasco.
So it's another episode done. Ultimately unsuccessful in my search for the waterfall in Batanta, but I'll be back there and find it, and I'll be more informed next time. Yeah, had a great time anyway, so it's all good. Had a great sail to Batanta, another good sail to Sorong, and then got my gas bottles filled and looked around, met some cool kids. So yeah, got my new Learning by Doing shirt. If you're keen on any merch, I'll get a few different shirts and bits and pieces over on the site. In the description there's a link to that. Thanks again to all supporters of this channel, patrons. Big thumbs up. Really appreciate the support and all the comments and emails I'm getting, especially about the last video, the YouTube sticker. A lot of people saying it should go on the boom, a lot of people saying they don't like it at all, a few people saying, yeah, go for it, it's great. So I don't really know yet. I might just put it on the boom and just have a look, and then maybe I'll just take it off again. So we'll see. To those of you who are not yet subscribed, if you like this content, go over and push the subscribe button. Click on the notifications bell so you get an email every time I put a new video out. And yeah, I'll see you again in 2 weeks. See ya.